Do you love to travel and save money? Or do you wish you could travel but money is holding you back? You're in the right place. Welcome to the Family's Flyfree podcast, where I show you how to fly your family free forever using my simple fly-free formula. I'm your host, Lynn Mettler. My family of four has mastered the art of flying free as simply as possible since 2015, and I want to show your family how to do it too. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Family's Fly Free podcast. I am your host, Lynn Mettler. So this week, we are going to talk about couponing. So why couponing on a travel saving podcast? Well, it's because it requires the exact same mindset and skill set to be able to travel for free as it does to stack coupons and save a bundle on your groceries and at the drugstore and even make money back on some of those things. So I love to talk about this topic because people who love to coupon are the perfect candidate to be able to travel for free with their whole family if that's something that they're interested in doing. And the stakes and the rewards are so much better than it is with couponing. You end up with free trips for the rest of your life versus, a stack of free boxes of cereal or toothpaste or fill in the blank. But I was personally a couponer, and I think that is why miles and points and travel rewards really appealed to me. I could see the connection between the two. That was really a light bulb moment for me. Back in the days of extreme couponing, I definitely really got into that hobby and followed lots of different sites. And I printed out coupons, and I literally would go look in recycling bins for coupons, and I would have my family save their coupons for me. When we lived in South Carolina, they had many different grocery stores there in the Charleston area, including Publix, and Publix would double your coupons, and they would match competitors, and you could really do some damage down there. And so I really enjoyed it at seeing that was a time where my family could definitely not afford to travel. And we were trying to make ends meet, for a young family of four. And so by me being able to shave off, hundreds of dollars on our grocery bill was a tremendous help. And it really was fun to learn how to do that. And so when I came across travel rewards using frequent flyer miles to fly for free, and this whole concept of you could collect these miles without paying for flights, I really saw it as, oh my gosh, this is like the couponing of travel. But literally, instead of stacking up, free toothpaste, I'm stacking up potentially, if this thing works, the ability for my family to take trips for free. And so I was bound and determined that I was going to figure out if this really did work or not. And here we are many, many years later, and it totally works, and it's still working. But so I wanted to just talk about how the two are similar and the skill sets and mindsets that you have as a couponer, or even if you're just someone who likes to find a good deal. Like, you never want to pay full price for anything. You always want to find, what's the best possible deal you can get on something. That's really the same mindset that a lot of us have that are flying for free. We are looking to see how much we can get for how little. And that's really the game. And it really becomes kind of a game because you enjoy this learning and seeing truly how much you can get for how little. That becomes sort of the art of it. So when I talk about and compare couponing to travel rewards, I always like to use the example of Doritos and how I would go about getting the cheapest price, just say for Doritos, for my family back in my couponing days, and how that compares to flying free. So, when you're couponing, the first thing that you learn how to do is to know what a good price is on any particular product. And so you learn that by watching it over time. You look at the sale books for all the different drugstores and grocery stores, and you see oh, okay, Doritos rock bottom price. And goodness knows in today's inflation, I don't think I'd ever find it for $1.99, but I used to could find that would be the rock bottom price for Doritos. And usually it would be like around Memorial Day, or it'd be around the Super Bowl, or times when people are getting together and having those kind of snack type of items as a gathering party type scenarios. So I knew from studying the sale books that I wasn't going to find a better deal than $1.99 on Doritos. So that means that when Doritos go on sale for $1.99, I need to grab up all the Doritos that I'm going to need until I think the next sale is going to come along. So maybe at the Super Bowl time, I get enough to last me through Memorial Day, because I'm never going to pay lower than that. So it's understanding the rock bottom price, and then it's understanding and knowing when they're on sale and they reach that price, and then you know to buy then. You don't buy when they're $4.99, you wait until the sale. I used to would even go to, because there's many different grocery stores in that area, I would look at the sale books for each grocery store. And I had a baby at the time. And so we had our day of the week, and he would come with me, and we would just hit all the different stores, and I would buy the products at each store where they were the cheapest. So it gave us like our morning out. And then we got some really good deals by making sure we paid the least possible for each product by buying it at the store where it was the cheapest. And the same really applies, with Flying Free too, because here's the reason why I talk about Southwest so much is because they are the airline that's the cheapest in most cases. You can 9 times out of 10, they're going to be the one. So that's kind of where that comes into play. Then the next thing you do is you have a coupon. Right. So if I've got coupons for Doritos that I've been saving up, maybe again, my family shared with me their coupon for Doritos, and then I got it from my own newspaper, and then I pulled some from the recycling bin. There were even back in the day, maybe there are still sites where you could buy coupons for less than what they were worth in bulk. So maybe I have all these coupons saved up, and when they go on sale, I take them to the store, and now I'm buying Doritos, not just at $1.99, but I'm applying a coupon to it, let's say for 50 cents. So now I'm getting them for $1.49. And that is going to be the best deal I'll ever probably find on Doritos. And so we've taken multiple steps there. We've learned the rock bottom price. We've looked for it to be on sale, and that's when we're taking action. We have saved up our coupons, and then we go buy when it's on sale, and we use our coupons, and we buy enough to get us through to the next time. So here's how that is similar to flying for free. Number one, I always recommend that you understand the rock bottom price for destinations that you want to fly to. So I recommend sitting down with your family, making a list. This is kind of like making your plans for where you want to travel in the next year. And maybe you've already done that per my earlier podcast, but make a list of places that you want to go and places that you need to go. So maybe you need to go visit kids in college, or you need to go visit your parents, or for work, you're going to have to travel here or there. But then also list the places that you're interested in going. Even if you don't think you're going to go this year, it doesn't hurt to start getting a feel for what is the price, the airfare going to be from your airport, or even a nearby airport. If you're willing to check those as well and drive to a nearby airport, they may have cheaper fares. Keep an eye on those prices. And I recommend checking on Tuesdays, because Tuesdays are when airfares tend to be at their lowest. That's a good solid day to check. Put it on your to-do list. Do a quick check of what the airfare is to destinations that you want to go. And we have a spreadsheet even that you can keep track of that inside of Families Fly Free. And so then over time, you start to learn, okay, I always check Southwest, of course, because I know that's where we're going to fly, but I can know, okay, the cheapest I'm ever going to see to Orlando from Indianapolis is 2,500 points per way. So I'm always looking at it in points, because I'm never paying dollars to fly. But I want to buy when the points are lowest. So I'm looking for the lowest points price. And then I can even get a sense of what's a high, what's the highest I would pay. And I know I don't want to pay that. So that's step number one, understanding what a good fare is to the places that you want to go. And then the second one is to watch for when the fares hit that point. And so this could be when the airline's having a sale. It could be when there's competition going on between airlines. So we see that a whole lot going to Hawaii. If Hawaiian drops a price on some routes, then Southwest usually matches or vice versa. And so that's something that we keep an eye on inside of Families Fly Free, particularly when it comes to Southwest, because you can, even if you already booked a flight with them, you can rebook it and get your points back in your account if the points price has gone down since you originally booked it. And so we let our members know, like, oh, there's a really good sale to Hawaii right now. So, but sometimes these only last, a matter of hours. Sometimes they last a couple days, but not usually longer than that. You need to be able to take quick action. So having a system to check for sales, and that's where Families Fly Free, one of many great benefits is you don't have to worry about that. You know that we will alert you on your phone or via email, whichever you prefer, when that happens. And so you can know to go check and take immediate action. So there's sometimes during the year, not a lot, when Southwest prices tend to just really go down. And we watch those prices overall over time. I've been watching them, since 2015. So I know when it's a good sale. A lot of their sales are not good. They say it's a sale. It's nothing great. And so we do let everyone know that there's a sale this week, but it's really ho-hum, sure, check and make sure prices haven't dropped for flights you've already booked, but we're not seeing any great deals out there. And then there's times where we're like, book now, the prices are amazing. And so we saw one of those. The last one we've seen was in October. Nothing's come around since. That lasted maybe a day or two. And there were some amazing deals during that sale. So sometimes we see one coming up here in late winter for beaches and tropical destinations. So maybe that one will come around. We'll be letting our members know if so, and to go book quickly before the flights sell out. So that's number 2, watching for sales, knowing when to take action. Number 3, when we were talking about couponing, is pairing it with a coupon. So our coupons here are our miles and points. So that's why we're always saving up miles and points under my system. We're not opening cards all the time to get big chunks of points. Instead, we're choosing the everyday spending card that's right for our family and our family's goals and the points we want to earn, and the places we want to go. And we're replenishing constantly through our everyday spending. And by doing that, we're always stacking up coupons so that we have them ready to go when these sales hit. And when we see, and sometimes the price drops when it's not during a sale. You just have to keep an eye on it. And even we'll see on Southwest sales, the destinations they promote is on sale. Sometimes there's other ones they don't even promote that are really good deals. So you just never know, and you need to keep an eye on it. So when we see a sale, we see a deal that's good, we want to take our points and we want to book. And on Southwest, again, one of many reasons to that they are so great if you want to fly a lot of places for free and bring a lot of people with you, is that you can cancel a flight with them. You can change a flight with them at any time with no penalty. The only restriction there is you have to have canceled a flight at least 10 minutes before it takes off in order to avoid losing your points or losing what you spent. And because we always teach you to book Southwest in points, what that means is when I see a good deal on a flight to somewhere that I want to go, I should grab it because it doesn't hurt me to do that. I can book it in points. And then later on, if we decide that we're not going to take that flight, no problem. We just cancel it and the points go right back in our account. There was no penalty, but I need to hold that points price because I may not see it again, or it may be months before I see it again. And so I do this all the time. And there's so many flights that I cancel that we never take, but it never hurts to grab those flights just in case we do want to take them. We now have them. And that is a very important mindset that I think that you need to develop in order to be successful at flying free is exactly that. You need to be able to grab something when you see it. You need to grab a deal when you see it. You can't be someone who sits around, and weighs every single pro and con and detail. And, oh, I don't know if I want to do this. There's no harm in doing this. You lose nothing. You spend your points, and if you don't want to take it, you cancel and get your points back. And a lot of our members tell us when they first join, they're very nervous about booking their flights because they've been trained, as we all have, because this is how it works in every other airline. When you book a flight, you're locked in. That's it. So you want to be very sure that you're definitely going to take that flight and that everyone's on board and you don't see any potential issues coming up that you would need to cancel, and the dates are exactly right before you book and you're locked in. It's not the case on Southwest, which is so great for families in case something comes up, in case somebody gets sick, or you have a change of plans, or, you're going to meet, another family, or you're meeting extended family there and they need to change the dates around a little bit. You can be flexible. You can move things if you need to. Now, you will pay if you need to move it to a different date and the points price is higher, you'll pay that higher price, but there's no change fee. There's no penalty for doing that. So that's a big thing to keep in mind. So that's the pairing it with a coupon part. And then again, just the constant collection of miles. So we are knowing a good airfare to where we want to go. We are having a system where we know when there's good deals on our chosen airline and system. And then 3, we have a system to stack up plenty of miles and points so that when we see that good deal, we are able to jump on it. Now, I want to talk a little bit about the mindset and the skill set here. I mentioned being able to act quickly, be decisive, go with your gut. Sometimes you have to take a little bit of a leap there. And if you have someone like us who are experts in this, who know how it works, and we're telling you it's okay, that can help alleviate a lot of the anxiety and stress that you're doing something wrong, or you're locking yourself in and all of that. And you can always, as a member, ask us any questions at any moment that you're not sure, should I do this? Or shouldn't I do this? Or you can post in our community and other members will reassure you, no, we do this all the time. All of that can help. The other couple of mindsets that work really well with couponing that translate over into flying for free is understanding that you have to spend some money sometimes to make even more money on the other side. So I love to use the example of CVS. If you have CVS near you, if not, maybe you have a similar drugstore. But when you're couponing, the way CVS works is they give you back CVS extra bucks. And these are, dollars that you can use to buy things at CVS in the future. And so the deal here, a lot of times, and especially it would be on like Black Friday, there'd be like a million deals. You could just go into CVS and you get all this stuff free, really end up with all these CVS bucks. But what it means is sometimes you have to spend, like I might need to spend $2 to buy the item at CVS in order to get $3 in extra bucks back. So that's a net positive for me. I made $1 on that I'm going to be able to use to buy whatever I need at CVS in the future. And but I did have to hand them some money first to get that net positive. And so you have to understand that. So that comes to play with travel rewards in a couple different ways. So one concern I hear a lot of people have is we do recommend, of course, that you sign up for a couple of strategic travel credit cards. And those travel credit cards are going to have an annual fee. And so people will be like, I don't want to pay the annual fee to get, miles and points. Okay. So like most of the cards that we recommend have about a $95 annual fee on average. So if you follow our system, and you are going to end up with thousands and thousands of dollars in free flights, but you did have to outlay $95 in order to get those free flights. That is a super duper net positive for you. But you have to be okay with understanding it takes that a little bit of investment, and it's going to take that across, 2 or 3 cards in order to get that full net positive back. Another example would be like on the Capital One Venture X card, which we like that card for certain people who have certain goals and like certain modes of travel. But for example, on that card, you're going to spend a $395 annual fee. And yeah, that's an outlay that you're going to have to pay at the front end. But on the back end, you get a $300 travel credit when you book through their system. You can book almost any hotel, airline, car rental, whatever through there. And then every year they're going to give you 10,000 of their rewards that are worth $100. So you just came out a little bit positive on that one by about $5. And then it has some other perks too, like a free TSA pre-check. So if you use that, you're going to be even further in the positive column. And it's worth having this card because again, that's like a net, you're even on that one if you don't use the TSA pre-check, but you still get some things like priority pass lounge access at the airport. That's a huge perk that you're basically paying nothing for. So can you see the benefit of doing that? Now, the other place this comes to play is if you're deciding to join Families Fly Free. It costs money to join Families Fly Free because we offer tremendous value, amazing personal support, and it's just overall an incredible program, just full of valuable content, alerts about all of these deals, so many live webinars and personalized plans and just so many great perks and features of Families Fly Free. So it does cost money, but we guarantee that on the other side, you're going to save at least double what it costs in travel. You're going to save at least double in travel than what you pay to join Families Fly Free. So that's like handing me $1 and me guaranteeing I will hand you back 2, and you might get back 10. A lot of our members save, we see them save on average $7,500 in the first year. And we've had members save $10,000, $11,000, and I just saved $14,000 in 2022 on flights following my simple system. So is it worth it to invest this money in the membership in order to save guaranteed double that amount? You have to have a mindset that understands the value of that. If you can't see that sometimes you have to invest something to get a whole lot more back, then you're not going to be successful at travel rewards. If you can't have the ability to jump on a deal when you see it, and again, if it's just a factor, if you don't trust that's right, something like Families Fly Free can help reassure you that you're doing the right thing. So you don't have to spend all that time weighing all the pros and cons, hemming and hawing around. You can take action. So those are a couple of skills and mindsets and, steps that couponers take that translate so well to being able to fly free. So all my couponers out there, I was right there with you. You're going to love flying free if you've never done this before. You're going to take all those skills that you already know how to do, and you're going to apply them to allowing your family to be able to not just drive places, but be able to fly anywhere that you want to go. If you follow my system, we'll show you how to do it within the US, the Caribbean, and to Europe as much as you want. And this is going to be a game that is going to be fun. You're going to be amazed at what you are able to accomplish by just having the right mindset and the right skill set. All right. So come take step 1, all my couponers, and start learning how you can fly your family free. And everyone else, I will see you on the next episode. Have a great week. If you're ready to fly your family free forever, I invite you to join my Families Fly Free membership. You'll learn how to stop paying for airfare throughout the US, Caribbean, and Europe so you can make those priceless family travel memories before your kids or even your grandkids leave home for good. And you'll learn it using my simple, proven formula that's helped hundreds of families. Plus, it's risk-free. You either get your investment in the membership back in free travel, or I give you your money back. You can get more information at familiesflyfree.com/join.